today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect to maybe throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the gun on third, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's pass.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
They're on the 2-yard line.
To throw from his end zone. Blanton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darian Conley. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll escape to his left. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal, Houston.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Now he's flushed it, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will make it into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
On the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold it under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself a best chance to win.
So if they're up around in trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, Blanton throwing left side, it's complete. All the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. More from L.A. in a moment. 3rd and long. It's Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now this throw caught left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Carried by number 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Goes for a right side here, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gain of 3 on the play. First down, Houston.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds in his own.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
On first down, it's Wolf. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 15-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 29, Watson. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
To number 8.
16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Texans first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now, man, open down the middle of the field. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Number 88.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
To number 88.
This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Watson looks to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And he's going to go down again. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And it's 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He is out of bounds right around the 34. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, turnovers, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Blanton. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right. Here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Chargers 34.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the...
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Chargers, 47 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for LA. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring.
Watson's pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
44 on the carry.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Houston.
And give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. First touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. See if he can do it. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. There he goes right side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 93 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Houston set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for number 18.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
With the score.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a first down throw. Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Complete.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
6 yards.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw is Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Complete.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
Yards.
That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On first down, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A loss of 7 yards.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
And long.
Operating from the gun. Watson over the middle, complete. It's Alexander.
Watson's pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down.
From the red zone now, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Line of scrimmage. Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kahale Waring, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Joe Reed returning. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Watson on first down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Kenneth Murray in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Watson off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And it's third down.
Watson now from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chargers defense now getting set and taking the field. They haven't had their A-game, but I guess because of their offense, they haven't really needed their A-game, Charles.
No, they have not. They've done what they've had to do today, which is protect a pretty big lead.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
7 yards.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point by Gay is up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the end zone, Watson. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. To the end zone, it's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Houston.
To throw is Watson on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
Score, Chargers 7.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guy.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been a fighter, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zones, go from sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. Kick off, with a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, I had to kick off, putting it down for that. Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding it. Playing this here for the keys, had to make out with a beast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's a high school deal. Ain't nothing to the heel.